teach you how to play Ironic by Alanis Morrisette. I got a ton of requests for this song, and it is really fun. It's in a tricky key, but it's actually not super hard because it's mostly just the sequence of chords over and over again. So if this is something you want to dive into, stick around. We're going to make this happen. I'm Brenda Earl Stokes. I'm the owner and creator of Piano and Voice with Brenda. I make creative and practical resources for singers, pianists, and music educators to help you get to the next level and become a more versatile musician. So with any of my song tutorials, we're going to go through the same protocol that I've used for, how many have I done now? I don't even know. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to dive in and learn the basic chords. The second step is we're going to figure out what inversions of the chords or what voicings we're going to use of that pitch material. And then finally, we're going to put together the accompaniment strategy, whatever groove we're going to play. So without further ado, let's get started. The first thing that I like to do before we get any further is to figure out like the chords and all that kind of thing. And the absolute best resource that I can find for this is to just do a Google search with the name of the song and then lyrics and chords. So Ultimate Guitar often shows up, which is fantastic. They have great charts there that are for free. You can transpose them into whatever key you need them in. And in this case, that's what I used. And I'm just going to take you through right now through the chords. If you need support working on your chords, I have an awesome free download for you. As you can see, this is multiple pages of explaining the chords to you and showing them in different ways. So if this is something you need, take advantage, totally free. You can sign up at the link on the screen or you can sign up in the link below. So there's one pattern that just repeats over and over in this song. So the first chord that we're going to play is actually an F sharp triad with the right hand, or the left hand is going to play an A sharp bass note. Okay. Then we're going to play a B triad. Then we're going to play an F sharp triad, and then we're going to play G sharp minor. Okay. So it's F sharp over A sharp to B major to F sharp to G sharp minor. Okay. And before we even go any further, we may as well actually just learn the voicings because it's these same chords over and over again for a good chunk of the song. So we're going to start out with the root position of F sharp major with the A sharp in the left hand. And then we're going to go to B. And this is B in second inversion. This is like a personal favorite inversion of mine. And then we're going to go to F sharp in root position again with an F sharp in the bass. And then we're going to go to G sharp minor. So what's great about this is that your hand is hardly moving at all. There's the B, and there's the F sharp, and there's the G sharp minor, okay? So now I've turned the chords on. So it's F sharp over A sharp, and then B, and then just F sharp with an F sharp in the bass and G minor. And this goes on for a huge part of the song. And it actually makes sense for us to even do the groove right now. And the groove for the chords here is the Charleston. Remember we covered that a few videos ago. I can leave a link to it here. I'll leave a link in the description box below if you want to dive into the Charleston rhythm because it's shown up here again. So it goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 1 2 and 3 4 1 and 2 and 3. So it sounds like the song already, right? 4 1 and 2 and 3 4. So I always advise for people to, start out by playing, this part of the song that shows up the most until you can play it without effort. And then when you're feeling kind of comfortable and confident with that, then you're good to sing. So we're going to start out going, an old man turned 98. He won the lottery and died the next day. It's a black fly in your Chardonnay. It's a death row pardon, 2 minutes too late. And isn't it ironic? Don't you think? Now, same chords for the chorus. It's like rain on your wedding day. It's a free ride when you've already paid. that you just didn't take. Now, things change here. You're going to play an A chord, and I'm playing it just in root position. And then I'm playing an E triad in first inversion, so that means the third, the fifth, the root. And then I'm going to play the F triad in root position. So it goes, and who would have thought it figures, and she always says figures. Who would have thought it figures, right? So that's all the verses and the chorus. That's all you need to know. So let's hop on to verse number 2, just so you have a chance to get comfortable with this. And then I may start to add some additional information to the accompaniment strategy. We shall see. Mr. Play It Safe was afraid to fly. He packed his suitcase and kissed his kids goodbye. He waited his whole damn life to take that flight. And as the plane crashed down, he thought, well, isn't this nice? Isn't it ironic? Don't you think? It's like rain on your wedding day. Now, what am I doing here? I'm playing eighth notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Because I want to add a little bit more interest to what I'm doing, right? So play it with me. It's like rain on your wedding day. It's a free ride when you've already paid. So good advice that you just didn't take. Now the A. Who would have thought it figures? See how we did that? And so if we want to add a little bit more interest, we could do. So I'm playing octaves. I could play. Or I could break the octaves up in my left hand. See how I'm 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? I could also change up the accompaniment strategy in my right hand. 1, dun, dun. All these different ways that I can break up the hand. Where I'm just trying to have that feeling of this eighth note rhythm going throughout. So you could kind of explore this as much as you like. Now, before we get any further, we need to make sure we cover this bridge. And the bridge is 3 chords. Hooray, that's all it is. It starts out with an E major 7 chord. So this is a 4-note chord, which is the first time we've seen. Well, life has a funny way of sneaking up on. Now, this is a B major 7 chord with an F sharp in the bass. And I'm going to suggest that you play it in second inversion. Life is a funny way of sneaking up on you and you think everything's okay. It has a cool sound. This is quite jazzy, if I do say so myself. Well, life is a funny way of sneaking up on you and you think everything's okay and everything's going right. Ooh, crunchy. And life is a funny way of helping you out when you think everything's gone wrong and everything blows up in your face. Now, this is F sharp sus4. So sus means instead of the third of the chord, we're playing the fourth first. See how we do that? Yeah. So everything blows up in your face. Yeah, you see how we do that? And so that's the whole bridge. Now, the bridge is a lot floatier than the rest of the song. So you could go, well, life is a funny way of sneaking up on you, everything's okay and everything all right. still playing the 1 and 2 and 3. I'm still playing the Charleston rhythm there. You can still do that. And you can break it up too. You see how that has a little bit of, if you wanted to have, and it doesn't matter what order you play it in, you could also go where I'm just playing the same thing up the octave twice. So that would be cool. Life is a funny way of sneaking up on you when you think everything's okay and everything's going wrong. Life is a funny way. Right? I'm just breaking it all up. Everything blows up in your face. And then we're back at the beginning again. A traffic jam when you're already late. A no smoking sign on your cigarette break. It's like 10,000 spoons when all you need is a knife. It's meeting the man of my dreams and then meeting his beautiful wife. Isn't it ironic? Don't you think? A little too ironic. Yeah, I really do think it's like rain. Wedding days, free wine. When you already paid some good advice. Just didn't take. And who would have thought it figures? Right? So how cool does that sound, right? The good news about this is the last little tidbit of this that I didn't teach you yet was the intro. And the intro is the same as the bridge. So you're going to do this E major 7 shape to B major 7 over F sharp to E major 7, F sharp sus4 to F sharp. Hey, yeah, right? That's what she does at the very beginning. Now, you may have noticed that when I was just playing kind of the playthrough for you at the end, I was adding a lot more kind of pitch material inside, that I was adjusting some of the chords a little bit. This is going to be covered in my actual membership. So the Versatile Musician membership is my all-inclusive membership that consists of 15 different courses and hundreds of tutorials. And there's also going to be a printable for each of the tutorials I do in there. And there's going to be a special bonus on this tutorial where I'm going to show some alternative chord structures. So if you are looking to dive deeper into this work, or you're kind of tired of cobbling together just random YouTube videos to learn things, I definitely suggest you check it out. I'm going to leave you a link in the description box below so that you can, take a closer look and check it out. There's a lot of my YouTube family ends up in there because it's not enough to do just a little bit. They want to do it all. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial today. If it was helpful, make sure you leave me a big thumbs up, leave me a comment below. Let me know if you tried it. Let me know some other songs you're interested in learning or other topics that you would like for me to dive deeper into. As I mentioned before, you can learn more about me at my website, pianoandvoicewithbrenda.com, and that's a great place to check out some more free resources, or better yet, to join my all-inclusive membership community called The Versatile Musician. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Happy practicing.